Hi everyone, you're watching Jana FX. In this video I'll make technical analysis for tomorrow, 5th of March, and we will have a look at main pairs and my possible entry points. So today, guys, was a quite nice day, and pretty much all the entry points I was pointing out at yesterday worked out with the profits, and we're going to look at it quickly. And so tomorrow will be non-farm payrolls news, and this is the main event which I will be paying attention on. Okay, so there will be a little bit of the news for euro, but I'm going to ignore it and concentrate on American news. So also, guys, there was a new video today about yield notes, a new report, how much they made for us in February, and it was 19.2%. So it was a great result. And if you want to find out more about it, of course, all the links you can find in the description under this video. So, and we are starting with euro dollar. Okay, guys, I have, it's the level previously we had here, just trying to put it back. You know that this is the account I'm showing you where the orders are, because there are some of the trades are still running, because on the other real accounts which I'm trading, I'm not showing on those ones because, you know, I don't want to make mistake and press somewhere I don't want to. And I will show you the results of the trading for this week in my next video, which will be in on Saturday, and with the weekly review. Okay, so and now, guys, for example, with euro dollar, this is where the orders were, remember, and they worked out. So here's your profitable trade. So I have the half positions are closed with profit, the rest of it is still floating. So I have a trailing stop, of course. All the levels I was placing, the orders, the buy stop and sell stop with the EA. Okay, so I'm still using it, and I was away all day, guys, and but those trades I had placed with the EA, and which worked out quite well. So right now what I'm expecting, so possible, we see we got like quite to the next bottom of our chart, you see here, and it's stopped here. Right now it's a little bit balancing back. So during the Asian session I expect possibly it might continue the way down, because we can see that the market reacted quite well on Fed's commentary, and it looks like the dollar got a bit strong, and tomorrow with the non-farm they're expecting it also strong. That quite possible, of course, all the pairs will continue go down against dollar. But you never know, because last time there was also expectation of good report, but it was not as good, and dollar dropped. So it quite possibly could be the same this time. We never know what can happen. But you see, guys, so right now I have this area, so I don't have any new orders at this moment. And I'm waiting for consolidations as usual, guys. You see, I'm waiting for this area. If it will consolidate here, then I will be looking at placing new orders. So then we will see, of course, depends how big the channel will be, it will be higher, lower, and how close it is to the previous ones, right? Because yes, I'm looking at placing again both directions, because like I'm saying, you never know. If there will be bad news, then of course it can all turn around, all the pairs can turn back, especially they had really big moves and they need the correction as usual, right? So that's what I'm going to do, wait for consolidation. If of course, who knows, pair might jump down during the Asian session, and then we will see where it's going to stop, because it might jump down, stop somewhere in the middle, might go back to this level, or maybe it will go back up for a bit of a correction. You never know. So then I will look at this area instead of this area. Okay, but first the regional, I'm looking at this one if nothing happens during the Asian session. So of course, guys, if I will be able, I will try to send you screenshots, but I can't promise. Like you see today, I wasn't able, because I was not home, I was away, and then I come back, it was a little bit late. But all the levels I gave you in the video, they all worked out fine, except there was no levels for gold, but I'm sure you could figure out yourself, which I will tell you and show you about how it was. And now we're going to pound dollar. So the only a little bit of the mess I had with pound, because as you can see, if euro dollar was absolutely perfect, and pound got a little bit stronger than the euro, as we know, yeah, that's why I see it had jumps ups and downs. So I had the open trade here. Remember I told you guys, you see during the night Asian session it went down a bit, it closed me with profit, but next day I switched on the levels again, and it did caught me on that movement. You see, I got a little bit impatient. You see, I should have really not do anything until they actually news, but I decided, okay, I will just like, you know, to leave the orders active again. So I had to pay for it. You see, I got a bad trade, which made me lose, and I had a recovery trade, which went up, but then I switched again a little bit to, because you see, it was looking like it was not breaking, and we had some news. So that's why I had a little bit of the loss here. Again, and then it's turned around and closed out with profit. So it closed my, it covered the loss and made a bit of the profit. So at this moment, I don't have a floating trade with pound dollar. Okay, so with euro dollar I do have, it's still floating sell. With pound dollar is nothing, so it's all closed out. Now I'm waiting for this area. Okay, so hopefully it will consolidate around here, and then I will be able to place my next levels once again. So it would be a sell order here, the pending order, and who knows if it will go a little bit higher to this level or maybe stay underneath 139, obviously, right? So maybe it will be possible to place the order by pending order from that level. Okay, so at this moment we see it's under 139, which does look like it's quite more looking to going down, right? But as you can see, with pound it might have the jumps like I did before. So this time I'm not going to place any trades, any orders until the news this time. Okay, so and of course be careful, because with the news depends, maybe you would want to wait it and wait a bit until it all finishes, because it could be again jumps ups and downs, who knows. Yeah, but I'm still going to place my orders. So but at this moment there is nothing, so I'm waiting for this area. I wanted to show you a little bit bigger picture, guys. That's why I'm saying we don't know how the news that you see could be jumps ups and downs. At this moment it also looks a bit of like a triangle, as you can see here, and quite easily the pound might get stuck a little bit, and then you know, try to break out from it, and it can be either way. It might go up, and also it might continue way down. So at this moment, yes, it looks more towards going down, but like I'm saying, you see, it could be just a reaction on the news, like going down and come back, or going up and come back, jumping up and down, who knows, right? But it quite possible it might stuck a little bit in this, so you know, like jump and come back into this area before it will decide to make it next move. So that's pretty much it. If of course during the Asian session it might make a move, then I will see if it will go down. Then you know, it could be stopping by this level, maybe goes just a little bit below and then come back. The same go up and down. So that's why I need to see how it will consolidate before the news event. So going to dollar Canadian, this is where I had the open trade, remember, and still the market moved up. So if you actually had a buy from here, then it's closed out with the profit. So you see, I used the same level again afterwards for placing the buy order, and it's actually jumped down because, you know, the oil was also moving. So that's why actually dollar Canadian has a little bit of not a strong move as, for example, the other pairs, because the oil is kind of on the way, right? And at this moment, yes, it does look like that quite possibly it will continue the way up, and but need to be careful because of oil. Okay, and see if there might be the move again be read tomorrow. But anyway, so if everything goes according to a normal movement, I would see if it will go in here in this area, and that could be possibly consolidation here, right, underneath the level, maybe a little bit above it. So then I would look again at possible placing orders both directions. Okay, so of course at this moment there is no need for this level, but you never know, maybe it will go back down and underneath it, and then we will see, okay, what to do with this. But at this moment it's nothing really, this we don't need it, so I'm going to just remove it for now. Pretty much all of them I need to remove. They just to show you where I had the orders. Okay, so dollar yen, and also finally we did catch a good move with dollar yen, right? We've been missing some nice trades, but finally, where I was telling you that it did look like it's time for it to break out, and I was waiting for a possible consolidation underneath the level, right? So where I was thinking maybe I could place the sell, also pending order, but it was only a buy pending order, because you see it was a very, very little tiny channel which jumped up a little bit, so this is where I activated the orders. Okay, so it wasn't active during Asian session, but it was afterwards European session. And that's a good move. And I'm here also didn't close the position yet. It's also dollar and yen, and so I will not be surprised that it might continue the way up. Okay, and so once again I'm removing the previous buy order, so it's done, worked out well. And so this is the next level, which exactly, see, it stopped right here. So if it's going to move during Asian session, and of course before the news tomorrow, we need to see where it's going to stop, if it will go higher or it go back lower, sit underneath or higher than that level, then we will see where to place the orders. Of course, if it will go high and start to consolidate, it needs to be really good distance from that one to actually place for possible sell pending order, because it might, to have a little bit up and then reaction on news or something and get there a little bit, and then who knows, it might continue, resume uptrend again. But like I'm saying, it's quite possible to place, because also it needs a bit of a correction, right? So it had a really good run, quite a lot of it, moving out from our channel. And so I will not exclude that it might have this correction, go back to our trend level, which could be now to be a support, and then from that it might continue going up again, right? So but it's talking a little bit more further. So at this moment we're just looking at possible entry points. So I'm looking at this. If there is nothing's going to happen during Asian session. Okay, Australian dollar also worked out well, these levels which I pointed out where I had my orders. And so it had actually nice move, but I closed out with the profit, but it was closed, so I'm not in an open position at this moment. And of course next I'm looking for this area if there will be no movement during Asian session. Okay, so that would be once again to look for some consolidation. If we're going down further, possibly this level, if it will decide to have go correction, then we will see if it will be again in the middle or a bit high, because if it go in the middle or maybe give a little bit of a flag, then it would be only possible again to place maybe orders to sell. But if it's too, like was previous here somewhere, like too close to the next level, then it might be not possible be placing for pending buy order. So we will see. But at this moment I still think more towards it will sit underneath here or maybe go a little bit down. Okay, so we will see. But that's the first area to possibly look at. And once again I'm going to remove. We don't need these levels anymore because they worked out. Pound yen also had a really nice move, and exactly the same area once again where I pointed out. Yeah, so from here we came back and been in the same area, so had a pending order buy from exactly the same level where I told you a possibility to place the orders. Okay, it was not possible to place the sell, and it was only like a buy pending order because we go inside this channel going a bit higher. And of course if it would be, for example, going down a little bit and sitting in the middle, then it would be possible to place both directions. So right now you see it's had a really nice move up. Was nothing here to get into the trade. It had a really sharp way down, and now well, looks like at this moment it's trying to go for a bit of a correction. And to be honest guys, I think maybe on Friday I will just wait for where it's going to go, because this moment I don't really like anything. It's far away from this area now, and that's why, for example, if it will fall in here, I will not do anything, and because it's far. You see here it was very close, right? And also here it was the previously, right? It was in here, and I used that level, and then it was again above it and come back, and I use the same level. Now it's too far, it's run away, and if it will possibly go back, maybe something like that, and it would be more actually to use this as a sell next time, and something above for the buy. Okay, so that's why right now there is nothing really. I need just to wait, and maybe it will go up and bit of correction to this level and start to consolidate here. And I think nothing I'm going to do on Friday, okay, because it's not giving anything at all. If you look at the 4-hour chart also, guys, it does look like a creation of the double top, right? And if we look also on the daily, it's the same. It shows a possible double top, especially the second one is higher than the previous one. So it's kind of usually a quite good indication of turning around and having a good move down for a good correction. okay, like quite deep correction, because it is really big pattern on a bigger both time frames. And that's why, to be honest, at this moment, because it's created now the stop, I still would be more looking to see for sales, you see, instead of buying at this moment. So this is what it shows, okay, and creates. But you never know, you see, because it's technically, yes, it's looking like a clear picture of turning around point, so it's a signal, um, but still I need to get in somewhere. At this moment it's not anywhere, not giving me anything, so that's why let's just wait a little bit and see, and maybe we will have a bit better for next week, okay, for the next week where to get into the trades. So this is pound yen, my view on it, and here's the gold, guys. So we were staying here before, remember, and I was telling you it was a little bit uncertain where to place the orders at that moment, and I said wait for consolidation again. Had a little bit of this level, expecting maybe to go back in this area. You see, it started to sit actually underneath the level, and still that level was useful, you see. So that's consolidation, and this is where most my order, pending order sell stop. From here, slightly below, and this is where I got in. I got a bit of this movement, and I'm not floating right now, so that's it. I closed out with a profit. And we finally reached the level which I was expecting, right? As I'm telling you, I saw more going towards here. And quite possible with Asian session, it might continue actually and finish the move inside this little channel and also touch the big trend level, right, guys? Remember, a long time ago, I was telling you about it, to the C2 bottoms, and I was telling you I can see that gold actually going towards there. So that's what happened, yeah. One of our scenarios of going down, and there is nothing for gold at this moment still, unless maybe a very disappointing news with non-farm, and then it might go turn around. But otherwise, it might actually break out, okay? And because it's already, I mean, we have two tops and pretty much three bottoms. Usually it's like 1 to 3, right? And that's why this could be a crucial point where, yeah, easily can break and continue the way down, because there is pretty much nothing for gold to get turning around at this moment, okay? So we will see, and I will not exclude, you see, that still we might get into the same consolidation, go flat a bit until there is something else for gold, or even it might go down further, who knows, right? It might even go to the below level where it was before this COVID situation. So, and anything, it could jump down and come back again, maybe consolidate and then turn around. I mean, the point is here is very crucial, because yeah, it's a downtrend channel, right? And it could turn around inside this channel still, or it could be a breaking point. So yeah, that's why I wouldn't go for a long term, let's say, and wait again, go for my usual not very big trades. So let's see if it will consolidate here, and then I will be looking at possible entry points, right? If it will go down here or maybe further, then we will see anywhere to stop, you see, because at this moment, once again, I wouldn't just use this level to place the sell orders, because it might go a little bit higher, is a correction, and you know, go back, who knows, a little bit further, you know, go back up in here or something, maybe it even stuck in here. But tomorrow probably it will be again another big move. I will not be surprised, okay, expecting it, but it could be it jumps ups and downs. So that's what I'm saying, warning you once again, be careful. So okay, anyways, looking at this area, if there is nothing happening during Asian session, so that's pretty much. And euro pound worked out also, right? So it's finally broke from the channel and got a bit of the profit. So that was another profitable trade. So pretty much, again, all profits, except like the pound dollar, depends where would you, if you were impatient as me, placed the orders earlier or went a little bit later. But pretty much all of the trades worked out perfectly fine. And so now we found yen. I'm waiting a bit. No more, well, except I probably should leave it just in case, because what can happen, you see, I could connect now two bottoms. Possibly it is a bottom. Of course, it might continue the way down, but at this moment it does look like a bit of the two bottoms, one top, and a bit of the uptrend channel, which is also technically looking like euro pound can go into the correction, right? So, but for the next entry point, maybe go somewhere on this area, maybe go more something like that. Let's say, again, underneath this level, continue, and then it will try to break out. And yeah, at this moment, there is nothing, and I'll just wait. And we will see, because like you see, I was thinking to maybe if it will go something like that and use this level to place buy orders in the future. See, it's very close again to this one where it's been stopping a few times. That's why I need a little bit more time for it. So right now I would say nothing for euro pound, and we'll just wait. Well, that's pretty much it, guys. All my views on the market situation for tomorrow, for the 5th of March. Happy trading, everyone, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.